To the Point with Michael Williams.
Good morning. Today, part 2 of our look at the commission race in Palm Beach County's biggest district. That would be District 6, covering Wellington, Royal Palm Beach, Loxahatchee Groves, and out to Belle Glade and Pahokee. Last week, I talked with Republican Sara Baxter. This week, her opponent in November, Democrat Michelle Oyola McGovern. And we thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
First, introduce yourself to our audience. Who are you? Tell us about your background, family, and we'll get into why you're running and the issues in a moment.
Well, it's great to be back with you, and this time in person. I am a Latina working mom who has always found time to give back to the community. I raised here in Palm Beach County, first in my family to go to college. Spent 18 years working on behalf of Senator Bill Nelson in this community and all over the state. And now I work in healthcare, and really excited about the opportunity to continue my service to the community and to give back.
You've talked more than once about your pride that in a growing and diverse community with an increasing Hispanic population, you think that's particularly important. Talk about that.
Yeah, when elected, I'd be the first Latina elected to the Palm Beach County Commission, and it just makes sense. The Latino community is the fastest growing community in Palm Beach County, and you know, our issues are the same as everyone's issues. We care about jobs and the economy and transportation and public safety, and you know, opportunities for jobs.
Let's talk about that. If elected, so many things that we're dealing with, and we'll go through some of them, but if elected, what will be your priorities, and specifically, how would you tackle them?
Well, I mean, those really are my priorities.
Go into specifics.
Sure, affordability and public and housing. Look, this has been the #1 issue on the campaign trail for the last year. And we have a real opportunity to create a county where you can afford to live where you work. And right now, that is not necessarily the case. Now there's a bond, a referendum on the ballot coming up where we
$200 million bond issue, as I recall.
Right, where we have the opportunity to do more. If that bond passes, that's a great opportunity. If it doesn't pass, the problem is still there, and that is really the #1 issue that we need to tackle.
Would you like to see it pass?
I would. I would. And not only would I like to see that pass, but I'd also like to look at the programs that already exist that help people stay in their house, help first-time home buyers, help with community revitalization, because opportunities for housing isn't just about putting people in homes who don't have homes, it's also about keeping people in homes, and that really makes a difference.
The bond issue we're talking about, we'll be covering it more on To the Point in our other broadcasts, would try to increase the amount of workforce housing, along with all the other affordability concerns. How worried are you that we're pricing people out and that this county will be hollowed from the workforce it needs to drive the top-end names, we'll call them? We'd love to talk about the new Wall Street and all of that, but you have to have people who can come work and live and grow and bring up families here, and that's a growing concern, particularly in a district like yours. It's so large, and there are different socioeconomic concerns there. If you're out in the Glades, housing affordability, of course, they're a huge concern. Housing security, food security. Tackling that is tough. There's no one answer, but how can you be a voice? How do you think you can be a voice to help push that in a consistent way at the county level?
Yeah, you know, Palm Beach County is lucky. We've come through this COVID crisis economically in a fairly good way, but we can't be the Wall Street of the South if people don't have a place to get their dry cleaning, go to a restaurant, you know, vacation with their families, you know, here locally.
Have their homes repaired, bring a carpenter in, have their cars worked on.
Exactly, plumbers, you know, every kind of trade, every kind of job opportunity, those folks are needed in this community too, and they need a place to live. And we're not just talking about, you know, the people who are cleaning hotel rooms. We're also talking about our teachers, our firefighters, our police officers who need to be able to afford where they live.
So we could expect this is a front and center issue for you.
100%.
At the county commission level. When we talk about growth, there's the affordability issue, and part of that, where we're growing so quickly, and a lot of people, especially in a western community like yours, the largest district in our county, are saying, whoa, already. Too much growth. How are we going to manage that? And then I have a specific question to that about a debate going on.
Oh, sure. Well, so that growth goes hand in hand with transportation, right? Your commute to work from the Western community straight down Southern Boulevard, there's some construction happening on Southern right now, and my daughter and I call it the Great Merge, just trying to get downtown in the morning. As this growth occurs, we need to be working towards, with our state and federal partners, with making sure that we are creating, the traffic, the transportation opportunities that go along with it. And we have to be really mindful of that, because, part of your commute is also part of your, livability here in this county.
Are we behind the curve in your mind? Do we need more in terms of state money, more road building? Is that what you envision?
A little bit, right? What we really need is to make sure that every time we plan for a new development, that there is transportation that is planned for it, that goes with it. And certainly that's part of the application process for anyone who is building anything in this county. But there are some hard decisions that need to be made, like the extension of State Road 7, in order to
where do you stand?
Support. We have got to extend State Road 7, and that is, for my district, that is a key component to livability and workability in this county.
There are others who worried about that and the environmental impact, the impact on their values, their homes, their properties. There's twin sides to that.
There has got to be a way that we can come together in a compromise on that, because it is a real livability concern.
And let me talk about growth issues. GL Homes has wanted to build homes in the Ag Reserve west of Boca Raton, so they do a land swap. In the primary, one of your opponents then said he'd vote no. You said, I want to wait and see. It's an issue that GL Homes is still fighting, and they've gotten some down votes, but it's not an issue that's gone away. It's going to come back up. Where do you stand on that? Would you vote yes or no?
Look, if I had been on the dais when that vote came up a couple of weeks ago, I would have voted no. I would have agreed with staff that there wasn't enough information available. Look, the part of that project that I've really got my eye on is the part that affects the north end of my district. There's a real opportunity there for water storage and water opportunities there, that those details are not quite worked out. If they can get that worked out, there's some real politics in that. I would listen,
you were a no a few weeks ago because of information, but you're not a definitive no on this swap, depending on what you hear on environmental impact and other things.
Correct, but let me be very clear. The guardrails in place with the Ag Reserve, the rules that are there for the Ag Reserve, I respect and want to preserve, and so it would really have to be quite the deal in order to really consider it.
Your opponent, Ms. Baxter, said she thinks there's a lot of bloat in the budget. She thinks there's too much regulation for the workers who are trying to make a living, build lives. Do you think there's too much bloat in the budget and we need to cut regulation, need to cut spending in the overall budget at Palm Beach County level?
Look, there isn't going to be anything that I don't look at on the county commission level where I'm not looking for clear accountability. And so the thing that I'm really proud of our county commission for is lowering the millage rate, right? We have lowered the millage rate in a time where housing prices are going up, and I think that's people are going to really appreciate that in their tax bills coming up.
I wanted to give you a chance also to speak to a specific critique Ms. Baxter had. Your Republican opponent in November said, my opponent has supported policies that just keep increasing costs for everyone. And when you increase costs, what happens is it affects people, fixed incomes more than everyone else, senior citizens, people retired, etc. Your response?
Look, the cost of living has gone up. The cost of doing government has gone up. And I think that needs to be considered. I don't know what policies I've ever voted on because this is my first opportunity running for public office. But we have to consider when doing the work of government that our county is expanding, probably one of the fastest growing counties in the nation, and we are feeling the cost of increased the increase in the economy, the increase in inflation here in the economy.
Briefly, before a closing thought from you, she also was careful to say that whatever we need to do to look at budgets and the economy right now, we're all feeling the strains of it, but that the critical services, police, fire, emergency services and the like, are areas that will absolutely be preserved if she were to be elected. And I imagine you would have the same kind of feeling and statement that we may need to look at tightening belts in some areas, but not those.
That's right. We cannot take our public safety for granted.
And let me ask you one final question. At the end of the day, it's a fundamental question. Why you versus her?
I have the experience to hit the ground running on day one. I have not only worked professionally in this community, but have personally given back to this community. I'm really proud of some of the successes I've had, with Senator Nelson, whether it's an airport tower or helping somebody with their Medicare payments. And personally, I'm really proud of the work we were able to do, bring a rape treatment center to the Western communities, or the work that I'm currently doing with the Homeless Coalition. I will be able to hit the ground running, and not only that, I would be the first Latina elected to the County Commission, and that lens is a critical lens to have and a critical view to have up there on the dais.
Michelle Oyola McGovern, I very much appreciate you taking time to talk to us as the Democratic candidate in the race. Thanks for being with us on To the Point.
Thank you for having me.
Yet another new legal battle for former President Trump, and Mar-a-Lago part of this one too. We'll explain next.